I'm going to forget. I don't think that one's live. Hello there, Tom.
I love your jacket, by the way.
Thank you. It's going to hopefully keep me warm, Tom. Nice to meet you. When the refs go out there, I'll switch it from that to live for the video. And then you guys. I think so.
All right, we'd like to welcome everybody to Littleton, Colorado here at the Ice Ranch. You've got myself, Ishmael Hernandez, joined by the magnificent Ellen Waters. Glad you could be here.
Ish, what a pleasure it is to be back in the broadcast booth with you.
Thank you.
I'm going to say this carefully, just in case Tom Mahalik listening.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he probably is. So I'm going to call you one of my favorite guys to do these broadcasts with.
I'm glad I could share that with Tom because he's the man, and everything I've learned and picked up over the past few months has been from just listening to him and watching him do his work. So shout out to Tom.
I can't believe that he is a volunteer at this.
Right.
It's kind of ridiculous listening.
Well, we have somebody else who has great organization skills who set us up for these games who I can't believe volunteers for this stuff.
I don't know. I don't know how my color commentating is, and I would never do the play-by-play, but I will share with you that my superpower probably is organization.
Yes. Tom, I got to show you a picture of these books we have right now, but that's on another day.
Tom knows the books already. I've shared with him.
He's nodding yes. I can feel it.
So what do we got? We got the last game of the regular season-ish.
Last game that's finished big.
Give us a quick highlight. Maybe give us a 1-minute rendition of what happened yesterday against Mountain Vista. I know we came away with a 2-1 victory. Was that right?
We did. We very even game, 1 and 2. No team really taking over. Took them 2 periods to set some up. Mountain Vista sneaks one in, goes up 1-0. But as we stepped in soon after that in the second period, the man of the hour was Michael Manville, who put one in, tied it up, and then later on in the third period put another one in to lead us to victory 2-1. So hats off to Michael Manville for doing Michael Manville.
Yeah, I was over at South Suburban and I didn't get a chance to watch the game, but I did cheat this morning when I woke up this morning and just fast-forwarded through the game to the 2 goals.
The good parts, right?
So I only saw the good parts, unfortunately. But Manville with a laser beam backhander, which is certainly not easy to do, but an astonishing first goal. And then he followed it up, I think, maybe in the second period. Was that right?
Yes, he did.
With a snipe to the top corner as well. So good on him. Great job, Mr. Manville. He continues to deliver.
Absolutely.
All right, so listen, who we got sponsoring the game today, Ishmael? It's the Osgood family, and we'll share more on that. Thank you very much to John Osgood and family for sponsoring today.
Oh, absolutely.
And with that, we also have our featured player of the game, number 81. Mr. Avery Osgood. So as with all these interviews, I got a chance to sit down with him and ask him 5, 6, 7 questions. Got a little bit, listen, I personally know Avery. Go back all the way back to our first year squirt. I was actually his coach, I think, in the first year squirt for this kiddo.
Really?
Yeah, so it goes back a few years.
So you're seeing him grow.
Well, listen, he was a highlight show in the first year in squirt. He was, incredible hands, gifted player. But let's get to the interview itself. We asked him 7 different questions. I asked him to begin with, share a little bit about your youth hockey career. And Ish, I'm going to put this one to you. What did he say? What's his youth hockey career?
4 years with Arapahoe. Then went to the Rampage for 1, back to Arapahoe for 1 more year, then leading himself to Regis as a freshman.
So a freshman this year. He, like all freshmen, he's got to earn his keep. He's going to find his ice time. I expect that we're going to see him on the ice a lot today. But let me tell you, you viewing audience members, this kid has got hands. This kid has got grit. You're going to see this kid evolve over the next 3 or 4 years, and he's going to be one of our leading goal scorers come his junior and senior years. This kid has got some talent. The second question I asked him, if you weren't playing hockey, what sport would you playing? And I got to add a little color to this before you jump in and answer this. Go
ahead.
I mean, this was like a 7-minute question for Avery. He said, and he wouldn't give me an answer. I finally said, listen, we're not going to end the interview until you give me an answer. And he finally gave me one. So clearly hockey is his sport. Well, what did he say?
No other sport would be considered, according to him. But if you're going to make me answer it, soccer.
Yeah, and I think I followed that up with what position. He said, I don't care. He said, I don't care. He said, I'm a hockey player, and that's all there is to it. I'm a hockey player.
He is a hockey player.
What's your favorite post-game meal?
Pasta, specific to fettuccine.
So re-energizing, gotten a little fuel back in the body, right?
Yeah.
Favorite TV show or movie? And it's this is becoming a trend, right? So I think we got to look this baby up.
You know, I've seen both seasons, but it's Outer Banks. Phenomenal show on Netflix. So I have a feeling I know why, but it's a good choice.
Okay, I got to put it in my favorites list.
You should.
I'm a few years older, so I'm going to guess that maybe it's not my show, but I got to check this thing out. Anyone you want to say hi to in the broadcast tonight?
He said, my go-go and my grandpa and my nana and my papa.
Awesome. And
So
like
grandparents.
Yeah, like most players. I mean, I think if we got 50 people tuning in, I'm going to guess 40 of them are probably grandparents.
Yeah.
His current number is 81. His preferred number is 91. Why?
He prefers 91 because he likes Tyler, and I don't know how to pronounce
Seguin. Seguin. Tyler
Is
Seguin.
that Canadian?
No, that's well. Listen, he's a Canadian player, I think, but he plays for the Dallas Stars. Every year, his father and I have a friendly bet where if the Stars beat my favorite team, the Maple Leafs, I got to change my Facebook logo to a Dallas Star, and vice versa. If John loses that bet, he's got to put the Maple Leaf logo up on his page. Leafs have had a pretty good team in the last few years, so we'll call it even. Okay, listen. His mentor, and this is my favorite question every time for every kid.
And this is 2 for 2. The last star player that we did yesterday was Skellerud, and he had the almost identical answer here. Both of his parents, they taught me how to turn mistakes I've made into life, into learning opportunities, and I've been an incredible inspiration to me. And I know both of his parents, they are hustlers. They work hard, and everything they do is for him. So good job on parenting and raising this a phenomenal hockey player for us to sit here and talk about him and watch him play.
What I love about it is, listen, I asked him, give me another sport. And it took us a few minutes to work our way through it. I said, who's your mentor in life? And without hesitation, he said, my parents. And I absolutely love that. So, hey, listen, we're about ready to drop the puck. Our featured player of the game, number 81, Avery Osgood. And I'll share a little bit more as we get through the broadcast from a color standpoint on the standings. This is indeed our last game of the year. I know you're trying to check out the numbers on the back of the goaltenders.
I am.
Who's starting for the Raiders?
So Regis Raiders is number 1, Elijah Hernandez to finish off this season. Phenomenal record for Regis. Currently still hasn't lost a game, but definitely had some pressure. And as soon as we find out the starting goalie for Pine Creek, we'll let you guys know. So we have our first fight for the puck. Regis takes over behind the boards. We got Filler, assisted by Carter, bringing it out over the top of the circle, dumps it over middle to Nolan Williams. Williams brings it across, takes a quick dump, bounces around. Number 33 is the goalie, and that's going to be Stratton Miller in net for Pine Creek. Dishes it around. Number 3 picks it up off the far board, dumps it across, gets through mid-ice.
Looked like an icing to me there, but ref waves it off.
So Big Brother Williams scoops it up behind the net, sends it near boards. Nice easy bounce, tries to get it over, but number 7 for Pine Creek picks it up. Mr. Parker. Bit of a battle mid-ice as they're trying to figure out who wants to take the puck and take possession. Player of the game, Osgood, dumps it in, gets behind the net. Miller there to slow it down. Pine Creek picks it up, brings it across the blue line, but loses control. Pete Armitage tries to take over and feeds it in, but no, loses it. Miller's in a bit of a scrum near boards, trying to figure out how to push through, and he does. Regis goes for a line change, bringing out some fresh bodies.
What
and
a
an easy backhand.
Give
None
me
other
a break.
than the Mr. I can't even think of
I give you the roster every time, but 19.
I know, number 19. Carter Schick. I apologize.
Yeah.
I blinked, turned around, and puck was already in the
Carter
net.
Schick picks up a
Just
loose puck on the
walks up.
boards, and he just walks inside and delicately drops the puck
it.
on the top shelf. Nice job, Mr. Schick, to give the Raiders a 1-0 lead. 15 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first period. And here's Schaefer. I'll turn it over to you.
Sounds good. Schaefer to Schick in the deep near board corner. Miller picks it up, dumps it back to Schick. Schick shimmy shakes, brings it around the back of the net. Pine Creek then dumps it back over. Trent gets punched against the boards, but pushes it out. Assisted by Damarath. Damarath rotates it back to Schick. Schick takes a quick shot, takes it off the body, loose puck over the middle. Nobody knows it's that. And Trent's there to pick it up and try to solve the problem. Miller steps up, pushes it near board corner, dishes it back to Schick. Schick gets a body against him, kicks it out around the back of the net. Number 12 tries to take it away, but easily met by Mr. Trent. Trent dishes it back to Mr. Teddy, who takes a quick shot but goes far left off a bounce. And we're back into a hustle between Trent and number 9, Damarath. Puck bouncing back and forth. Pine Creek tries to clear it, but Luke picks it up and dishes it back in. Pine Creek catches it, sends it far near board, and we got an icing.
That'll be an icing. So as you fans at home know, because I know you follow this intimately well, that we are in the McCarr division. We got our RJ Raiders, who are leading the division with 16 points, and Pine Creek is at the bottom of the division right now with a 0-7 record. So we are expecting what could potentially be a lopsided contest here. But Pine Creek's going to battle. I know they're going to fight hard.
Shot. Save. So we have Beckville out there winning the face-off. Mr. Ian Beck takes a quick shot, but it gets dumped around. Goalie comes out far. Manville kind of pulls him out as he reaches for the puck. Puck comes loose across the mid-ice. Big Brother Williams scoops it up, dumps it against near boards. Number 8 for Pine Creek, Mr. Pedros there to pick it up and try to keep it in. Manville takes it away, dishes it back to number 27, Jake Crow, who takes it around to Big Brother. Big Brother near board tries to get to Manville, but it's intercepted by number 8, Pendros. He's all over the place.
So that's the second icing. I thought maybe he was on the offensive side of that red line, but it seems like he was probably back behind it. And the second icing of the game. We're going to be back in the offensive zone. We got the McBeckville line back out, taking this face off.
And to update that point that we scored was 19-9 from 9. Excuse me.
Thanks for the assist from the scoreboard.
Damarath, thank you. Oh, quick deliver over the middle. Manville can't get a handle on it and loses the puck near board. Looking for a pass, dumps it to Beck, but gets underneath the stick.
Nice look.
Beck picks it up, rotates it around the back of the net. And we have Colin taking a quick shot that goes off the back of Beck. Bounces back near board. Luke tries to pick it up, kicked out.
Good job,
Carter.
Good job by Colin to cut through the middle of the ice.
Yes.
Increase the scoring chance.
We need to check out Manville. Carter dumped the puck and it went off of Manville's head, but he seems to be heads up right now. Far board, we have Bargy battling out, assisted by Colin. Colin tries to push it back in. Excuse me, back.
Maybe another icing.
Gets out. They wave icing. Elijah there to settle it down, but lets it go for Miller. Miller picks it up, sends it back. Puck gets dumped in near board and gets to the stick of Nolan Williams. Now we have another icing on Regis.
So as I was mentioning in the last break, the Regis Raiders, our red team, is 8-1. We've got 16 points going into this game. Looking forward to a potential a victory here. 37 goals for, 16 against.
Wow. Face off. Pine Creek wins. It takes a quick shot from the blue line. Elijah there to make a stop on the leg pad. Puck comes in between of Mr. Barnes. Barnes skates all the way in. Nice little kick out with the puck. Easily picked up by Mr. Miller in net. I don't know if somebody got a hold of his stick or what, but when it came off his stick, it was pretty slow. I'm assuming the defender got in there. So we have another face-off won by Regis. Kroll there picks it, rotates it around to Phila. Phila loses the puck to Pine Creek. Pine Creek takes it out, dumps it over the middle, out across ice. Pondros there to battle out with Teddy Amatas in the far corner. Barnes, he picks it up, sends it across ice over to Nolan Williams, who skates it over in. Has an assistance there with Teddy. Oh, sorry, Kroll. Kroll takes a quick shot, and Miller's there to stop it.
Nice breakout
that was great.
pass. Yeah, breakout pass. A good stretch pass along the left side.
Yeah, that was great.
Good, a good 2-on-1. And what I love is that center man or that second guy just driving the net. Creates a good scoring chance and almost snuck it through the 5-hole.
I think the only thing I would change is try to look off the goalie a little bit later, not as soon as you start looking right after the net because he's seen him coming. But, hey, it looked great.
What I used to tell the kids I coach is just hit the mesh.
That's all you need to do. Just put it in the hole, right?
That's right. I don't care what part of the mesh you hit, just hit the mesh.
Hit the mesh. Pine Creek, number 29, brings it out. It's Eric.
We're going to see a lot of this, so I think the refs have been pretty, 29. You are not going to be able to pronunciate.
Number 29.
You go ahead and give that a shot.
We're going to stay with Eric.
You're going to go in there.
Every vowel and consonant in his name. So.
Yes. But the refs have been pretty forgiving on the icing so far, but I think we're going to see a lot of whistles, so this could be somewhat of a slow game. 11:43 to go in the first period.
Look at this. Skellerud with the face-off. Pine Creek wins it. Far boards, dumps it in. Gets out or off. Skellerud picks it back up, dumps it in. We got a good reset here. Pete Armitage there to try to skate it up. can't catch up to the puck. Puck gets rotated around the far board. Big Brother Williams takes a shot, easy save from Miller, and it goes out top net.
Nice step up by Williams.
Yeah.
Good timing on that. Mr. Avery Osgood, again, our feature player of the game. I asked him, you got a nickname, and I know that I gave him a nickname back in the Squirt years, but I think he respectfully said, I've earned a new one, and I like my new one. And I think that came from you,
It did.
Ish.
It did.
So what's his nickname? What do we got here? Or should I wait for you to call it out?
Let's call it out. I know family loves it back home, so I'm glad it worked out. But only a few and far people understand what it really means. But according to his history, he is one. So
yeah, well,
let's see if we can get it back out there. And if we don't, we'll mention it.
Yeah, well, no, he's going to be back out there. I'll tell you what it means to me. It means Osgood.
Absolutely. All right, Regis is bringing it out mid-ice. We got a crash. Trent picks it up, cleans it up, far board. Skating, razzle-dazzling around. Puck comes out, we're off. Kroll skating back to pick it up. Looking down at Miller. But sends it in deeper over here to Schick. Schick to Schaefer. Schaefer brings it around the dot. Dumps over the middle to Mr. Armitage, or actually, pardon me, Damarath, but we can't get a shot off. And number 12 from Pine Creek, Mr. Zachary Rogers, tries to get it out to set something up. Regis takes back over. Kroll in the far corner trying to figure this out. No possession yet. 19 tries to dump it over the side, nothing there. Schick there trying to push it out. Back to Miller. Miller to Kroll. Back to Miller. Near boards. Puck goes in.
Get a full sail change coming
here.
Yeah,
Trent dumps it in deep so we can get a change as Bet tries to put some pressure to keep the puck in the offensive zone. It comes out though. We have Manville, Armitage, and Collin pushing it back in. Manville over to Beck, but it gets wide of the stick and he can't get a shot off. Collin there. Far board dumps it to Manville. Manville back to Collin. Collin pushing it around the back of the cage as he looks for Armitage, who says no. Looks at Manville. Manville takes it. Getting a little bit of pressure from Pine Creek. Manville skates, comes over the middle, over to, off the pole from Beck. Wide open shot, just far left, hits the pole. Puck still into play for Regis as it dumps near board. 44 for Pine Creek fans on the pass, which I don't have a name for. No 44 here.
Yeah, 44 is his name.
44. Puck mid-ice. Teddy Armitage picks it up, dumps it near boards to Manville. Manville takes it in. Quick shot as he tries to look off the goalie. But Miller says, no, I got you. I think he's aware of Manville. You always keep your eyes on him. Here's what I'm going to
share with you, Ish. I mean, listen, a coach's dream come true. If you want a good shift out of a line, what you're going to ask them for is to win puck races,
yes,
win puck battles, and then possession. And that line just demonstrated those three things perfectly. What an incredible shift by the McBeckville line.
They're always on top of it. All right, so we have Barnes. Barnes battling far corner, assisted by Phila, number 34 up in the middle. Barnes skating around left to right, takes a quick shot off the pads, and he pushes it in. Score.
Well, that was a ridiculous little dangle and a ridiculous level of patience. You say, Burns, you got that?
I believe so.
Burns, you got that all the way. So listen, he cuts into the middle of the ice and easily could have snapped it towards the very congested and clogged up front. Probably wouldn't have gotten it through. But patience, he turns it around backhand, finds an open shot, and I wouldn't say that a snipe, takes a shot, but follows up with his own shot and taps it in. Beautiful little goal for a 2-0 lead. 8:30 to go in the first period.
So we have, looks like 51 from 53. So Barnes from Nolan Williams on that point.
Nice to see both those boys on the score sheet.
Yes. Yes.
Whoops.
Oops. Take it.
Nope, get off the ice. Get off the ice. He's going to call it. Yeah, he's not involved in the game. So here's what just shook out there. We got our we got Mr. Osgood. We got, I think it was Burns going for the line change. Osgood read it and said, I'm hopping on the ice. The pass went right through Burns. Burns picks up the puck. Osgood can't help himself but from getting on the ice, and that really creates the too many men on the ice, and that's what they're going to get called for. Yeah. The argument that Coach Woodley has here is that he was not involved in the play. Now, typically that stands true, but the puck carrier that was going off was the one that was involved in the game. Well, listen, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You're not going to win the argument with the ref, but I think he's got a good point. I get it.
You know what? I think I would have ran with it too if that puck landed in front of me. So that's a normal reaction for any kid, right? Here's the puck. Let's go. He had all the open ice in front of him, and he just went for it. So now it looks like we have. So
we're going to be shorthanded for 2 minutes. 8:14 to go in the first.
Barnsley's in box. So all right, and Regis gets it out. Shorthanded. Damrath there to kind of shake things up. Gets over before the puck, I assume, but Pine Creek's there. Back to Damrath, but we're offsides. He gets a good reset. A little razzle-dazzle. Schick over. We're good in. Razzle-dazzle shakes it left, takes it right. Tries to punch it in, but Miller stops it.
Nice little stick handling move. Beat 2 players.
Yes.
Tried to sneak it to the 5-hole of the Pine Creek goaltender. But listen, to our favor, offensive zone face-off on the PK.
Yeah, 1 under. I like this. So face-off is won by Schick. Gets dumped around to Damrath right behind the cage. Battling out with 2 other Pine Creeks as Pine Creek brings it out across the blue line over into the zone. Big brother Williams skates really quick. Dumps it over to Teddy. Mr. Armitage there, assisted by Carter. Correction, Schick, number 19. Trying to get this puck loose and take possession. Bit of a battle there, stalemate, but Regis comes out with it, and we get a good dump. No icing. Regis goes in for a change, so it looks like we have Luke Miller.
1 minute, 1 minute to kill on the penalty here. So
looks like we have McBeckville out there, assisted by Kroll and Miller. Minus Colin. Puck behind the cage. Pine Creek's trying to set some up. Good spread as they bring it out. Manville there to disrupt it. It gets into the zone. Beck races down into the corner. Takes a good hit, but stays on his feet. Puck's getting bounced around. Trying to make something of it. Kroll picks it up and cycles it around the boards as it comes out. Good job. Manville trying to make something of it. Races down. Oh, gets caught up in the stick of the goalie. Goalie has no stick. And the puck stays in our possession. Ian Beck trying to make some of it.
Watch out.
Uh-oh, no stick. This is tough. And it looks like Manville took a hit. Net comes out.
So the net is, we like to call it off the moorings, but I don't think technically it's a mooring. That's at the high school level. It's more like a peg, which just slips off the ice there. But that's what the stoppage in play was. There's 2 seconds. 2 seconds to go in the PK here. It's a 2-0 lead with 6:16 to go in the first period.
Yep. I never understood how those nets stay. I know they're heavy, but how do they stay? How do those things
you get a
work
little spike at the bottom of that peg that they nail in, and I'd say it's about 25% as effective as what they do in the NHL level or the pro level.
So Skellerud wins the faceoff, comes out, blue line. Williams takes a shot, far left, gets cycled back in by Carter. Puck's picked back up by Pete Armitage as he battles out with number 3, Tristan. Tristan then dumps it around the back of the net, picked up by another Mr. 8, Pendros, who seems to be the active man of the hour. Skellerud picks it up, dumps it in over to Pete. Pete cycles it back around the cage, decides to go right, comes back left, and we have a penalty. Yeah. Skellerud there to assist. And it looks like Pine Creek's going to go down another player, or a player, sorry.
Yeah, that's going to be a roughing call. But just to finish my thought there, what happens at the pro level with those pegs is that there's 2 sides to it. So the portion on the top side is magnetized and attached to the portion on the bottom side, and it takes a little more force to separate that, whereas what you see in these nets are just a peg with a spike that goes into the ice, and it tends to allow that net to come off a little easier than what we'd hope.
All right, Barnsley wins the battle. We're at the blue line. Big brother Williams takes it, walks it up to Trent. Trent takes the shot, goes far left, back to Williams' blue line. He walks it up midway, cycles it back to Filla. Filla takes a shot. Solid save by Miller in net.
Good look, good save. Patience on the power play here. We got a minute 44 to go, so set it up. Let's look for good scoring opportunities. Move the puck around a little bit. And let's create a good scoring chance and see if we can sink one.
Schick wins the back to Filler. Filler to Williams. Williams sends it up blue line back to Williams. Williams to Filler. Filler walks up, takes a shot off the shoulder pad of Miller. Rotating back to the blue line. Back to Filler. Filler takes a shot, and number 7's in the way to bounce it off his back. Barnesy cycles it back to Filler. Filler to Williams. Williams up to Trent. Trent dumps it to Filler. Come on, take a shot, Filler. Over the middle, nothing there. 36 interrupts, but back in with Trent. Loose puck near board. Schick takes it, gives it back to 14. 14 to 34. Filler rotates it back to Trent. Tries to take a shot, but loses the puck.
Good patience.
Good patience. Takes a quick shot off the leg pad of Miller. Filler to Schick. Schick looking for the back. Back to Filler. Filler to Trent. Loose puck over the middle. Bodies down. Fireboard. Picked up by Manville. Manville wants to skate it up. Says, I'll take a closer look at this and see what I can put in. As he has Trent up front making noise. Then he takes the shot. Goal.
That's ridiculous. That really is ridiculous. I mean, just to be able to have the patience, kind of 2 or 3 fake shots, and they weren't fake shots. It was really a shot that wasn't open for him, so he held on to it. Ended up cycling the puck behind the net. Caught what has been some terrific goaltending by the Pine Creek goaltender. I'd say probably 5 shots on that PK alone.
Yeah.
So he stood his ground. There's nothing he can do about that snipe in the top right corner, right? I mean, Manville's shot is that thing's just unstoppable.
The one thing I do like about that is Trent over the center of the goalie making noise. He was right there. Makes a huge difference. You having somebody just kind of sitting over you, you're worried about that front.
We call that the house, right?
The house.
That area in front of the net.
I can't say that like you. I don't got my Canadian
The house. And what I'm going to call it is Trent's house.
Yes. He should be there every time.
That's Trent's house.
He should be there every time.
Nice job, Mr. Manville, taking the 3-0 lead with 3:44 to go here in the first period.
So we're just about dead even. Full strength.
Again, hats off to the Pine Creek goaltender there for some outstanding saves during that PK.
He has his job cut out for him today.
He does.
So it looks like that shot was back to Manville. Weird. Mr. Damrat skates across, gets it into the zone, dumps it out to man of the hour, OG. OG loses it in his feet, bounces around, gets it to Schick though somehow. Schick gets knocked down, and they're going to call it.
Well, we didn't see that in the games yesterday. What you're going to see if we do have a replay here? Well, I don't think we will. But what used to be a legal hit in high school hockey, he just laid a shoulder into the puck carrier, and that last year would not have been called. This year it is.
Yep.
And that's simply because he didn't play the puck first. And unfortunately for Pine Creek, they're going to be heading back to the PK. A 2-minute power play for RJ Red, 3:06 to go in the first period.
And as much as we like seeing these changes, I think it's going to take a while for a high school level to really understand 100% to stay off that. But we're going to see those from time to time.
I'm going to try to remain unbiased, but I'm going to hang on a second here. I'll let you play I'll collect that thought in a second.
Okay, collect it. All right, fill it to Williams. Williams over to Trent, gets away. 19, picks it up, skates it over into the zone, but Big Brother Williams are to clean it up and saying, not today. I got you, boys. Puck getting bounced around the cage. Filler picks it up, dumps it out. Barnesy sends it into the zone, across the blue line, has his assistance from Filler. Filler skates over the middle. Williams near board to Schick. Schick takes a quick shot, save off the leg of Miller. Filler sits behind the cage, sends it over to Trent. Trent to Williams at the point. Point back to Filler. Filler looks up for the pass. Good passing over to Trent. Trent loses the puck, but easily picks it up as number 3 blows a tire. Tristan Sanders. Back over the middle to Filler. Filler loses the puck as he dumps the blue line, and we have another call.
This one's going to go against RJ for high sticking.
High sticking,
And I finished my thought there while we got a second. Listen, I don't want to be biased about it. I know it's been frustrating for the coaches, for the referees, for the players themselves. And honestly, the rule changes are they're difficult to absorb. They're a little confusing. I hope they find a middle ground maybe in the future where we can kind of revert back to what we're used to. And body contact is body contact on the puck carrier. But unfortunately, I think it's probably going to stay the way it is.
Yeah. I'm just wondering what kind of progressed hockey to make this change. I'm assuming concussion / injury, but hopefully get hockey back to hockey.
Yeah, well, let's do exactly that.
All right, Miller dumps it in behind the cage over to Manville. Manville takes a shot. He goes off the post, and the goalie gave up thinking it was a shot, and it bounces off his back, I believe.
Well, that's Manville's instincts and his scoring prowess is it's incredible.
Shoot, reshoot. It looked like the goalie tried to swing at it.
He knew. Listen, what Manville did there, he knew the puck was on the red line. The scoring chances was essentially 0 from the angle he had.
Yeah.
But he knew he had the goalie out of position, and if you just sent it back that way, it was a good chance, probably a 50-50. It was going to deflect to the right or to the left. And he, with Manville's skill, just
right back to him.
Right back at him, and in the net it goes. So his second goal of the game, 1:38 to go in the first period, a 4-0 lead for the Raiders.
Yeah. It's unfortunate the goalie let off the gas.
It was Manville, I think, last weekend that got a deflection just from a good forecheck, got a deflection off his skate that zipped over towards the goaltender.
Yes.
And then it in the back of the net.
Yeah. Manville, he got something special there. That's a great kid.
So we remain 4-on-4 here, and ultimately we'll find ourselves on a power play for a short duration of time.
Yeah.
I got this right?
Yes, you do. Meanwhile, McCulloch there to battle that, takes it away to Miller. Miller takes a quick shot. Miller to Miller. Miller goalie. Nice save.
And again, I just sympathize for the Pine Creek team there. They took that penalty on what felt like a fairly non-assertive, casual hit, but nonetheless, it is what it is. So RJ up 4-0 here in the first period.
So our last goal is 26-26.
26-26.
Manville to Manville.
Yep.
So
that's back in Gretzky's days when he knew how to get 2 points on one goal.
Right. So waving off icing because it comes off the stick of Krell. Krell's there to pick it up at the blue line. Punches it back through mid-ice. It's met by Pine Creek, which takes it back, number 28, and dumps it far corner. That's Mitchell Miller, number 28. Teddy's there to greet him and try to take the puck. No real control between either teams. Teddy finally kicks it, punches it through, but still has no control. Puck swings around the back of the cage. Kroll there to kind of deflect it. And man of the hour, OG, dumps it in deep for a line change.
I'm not sure how. Oh, that's so we're on the PK.
Yeah.
I was wondering how that was not icing.
Right.
That's a clear by OG.
He did right.
Shorthanded. No icing call.
Puck back into Regis' offensive zone.
15 seconds to go in the period.
And another dunk.
So when we get a break here, I'm going to queue up my phone here. And I'm going to ask you to share a little bit about what the boys did today and their volunteer effort. So we'll have 3.9 seconds to go. 4-0 lead for the Raiders. Again, first period. I think we got another penalty coming to Pine Creek. I took my eye off the play for a little bit, and of course that's
things are happening.
No, maybe just a little word from the referee to the coach.
And we're at full strength right now, so. It looks like Mr. Scalerud wins the face-off, dumps it near boards, and that's the end of the first period. So 4-0 Regis Raiders over Pine Creek Eagles. Shots on goal, 14-0 Regis Raiders.
They might have gotten credit for one that kind of snuck through the middle. They might have gotten credit for one, but that was definitely possession time in favor of the Raiders.
Oh, correction. It's 19-0.
Okay.
Regis.
So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to turn my cell phone over to my son. He participated in this event today. I know yours did likewise.
Elijah did too, yeah.
So why don't you share a little bit about the volunteer event, and there's a list of the players that participated, and I'm going to give a little update on Twitter here as far as the score goes.
So what we have here is a group of kids from Regis trying to do a great thing. And the following members participated today and did a run to raise some money. The following people participated: Drake Woody, Camille Woody, Elijah Hernandez, Drew Lorenzo, Luke Damarath, Liam Waters, Matthew Carter, Nolan Williams, Pete Armitage, and Teddy Armitage. And what they're doing is they're trying to raise some money through the International Spartan Goes to providing food for these people in need. Players both on Regis Red and White were running, in a 5K race today to raise that money for this cause. We'd really like to ask you guys out there who are willing and able to donate. We do have a link which is not being posted, but we ask you guys to email Ellen Waters, and if you'd like to participate and help these boys raise this money for that, to make a donation. Any amount is appreciated, and it goes towards a great cause for what these boys are trying to do. So just email us, let us know if you can or can't, and we appreciate everything you guys do. So again, email Ellen Waters to help out with this fundraising.
So anybody watching the broadcast tonight's probably gotten this link through through my email communication somewhere along the way. That might have come from a parent, a player. I know your grandparents are watching out there. You've got my email address, so just shoot me a note on email, and I will in return send you the link to be able to contribute to the cause, a great cause. The boys got out there and they ran officially today, but still a couple days left before they finalize the contributions. And
if I would have known you were out there, I actually asked permission. I said, Elijah, can I come out there? You said no.
Yeah.
I said, why? He knows I like to run. I think he just didn't want to see his efforts, but I asked him, do you guys run? He's like, partial, but we got it done, Dad, so that's good.
They got her taken care of.
So face off to Regis. Big brother Williams, 14, dumps it in behind the cage. Peter Armitage is there to meet up and shake some stuff up, and he does. Puck goes wild, bounces around. He's assisted there by Skellerud. Skellerud tries to race across the net to take it back. Puck comes out by Pine Creek. Miller, number 8, Mr. Pendros, but loses the puck. Regis then gets it back, dumps it back towards the cage. Miller tries to get it out, and OG's there to pick it up and keep it in. Good job. Yeah, Skellerud to OG, they're battling it out, our two mighty mites. Assisted by Pete Armitage. Skellerud takes a shot, fans on the shot. Takes a quick look at the goalie and loses the puck. Pine Creek kicks it out. Now we have a 1-on-2 situation. Quick shot, glove, save. And Elijah saves it underneath the pad.
There's her first 2 meaningful shots on goal. Pine Creek with a solid rush coming through the neutral zone. Beat our D.
Yeah, Blake.
Some nice saves by Mr. Hernandez there.
You know,
Kellen Skellerud was our featured player of the game yesterday.
He was.
We had a few interruptions in the broadcast, some technical issues.
And he had some good play in the opportunities he took.
We may have missed a few opportunities to really call him out yesterday, but just want to mention that again. Thank you for the sponsorship from the Skelleruds yesterday. Yeah. And a great game by Kellen, featured player yesterday.
So a bit of a possession battle between Regis and Pine Creek. Kroll takes it across, gets assistance from Barnes, rotates it back to Williams. Williams takes a quick shot, but it goes off the body of Miller. Puck comes loose, comes over. Elijah hesitates, looking for icing, and he gets it.
Fortuitous icing for the Raiders because they had 2 guys behind their 2D.
Yeah.
They may have recognized that and put the brakes on a little bit, but not a comfortable position to be in.
Tom has always given Elijah some pretty good credit about never staying or becoming cold. There's been a couple of games where he didn't see a shot like today and had some amazing saves. So I've never noticed that until Tom told me, and he just took his second shot of the game, or what I'm understanding, he did an amazing job of saving it and keeping it.
Listen, I got some experience at that, Ishmael. I can tell you what it's like to be on the bench for a period or two, not getting a lot of ice time.
Yeah.
And the anxiety kind of builds up as you're sitting on that bench because you think, my legs are cold, everyone's got a sweat on here already. If I get out there on the ice, I don't want to be standing still. And the same stands true, if not more so, when you got your goaltender back there not getting a lot of action.
Right.
They're really just standing still for 20, 30 minutes. Their legs are cold. They're not feeling with it. Again, they're out there. They're not sweating.
No. How do you stay in the game mentally and physically and then do your job when the puck comes to you?
You got to be a goalie. You got to have that mindset. 14:40 to go here in the second frame, the middle frame.
Regis still with great puck possession, keeping it in on the offensive zone. Pine Creek brings it out behind the cage, trying to set something up. Long pass near board to number 29, Eric. Eric then dumps it in, trying to for a line change. He just brings it out pretty quick. We got Beck skating down, trying to pick it up from number 3, Tristan. Takes a quick shot, goes far in front of the cage, but out. Big Brother Williams dumps it in. Pine Creek picks it up. Manville there to scoop it, send it, cycle it back in. Gets kicked back to Manville. Manville battles it out far boards, assisted by Beck and Colin. Kroll picks it up. Blue line loses control. Putt stays in. Good job, Colin. Colin dumps it, keeps it in for Regis. Manville to Beck. Beck can't get a good handle, so he has to skate around and try and set something back up. Williams shoots the blue line over to Kroll. Gets broken up by Pine Creek, and Pine Creek clears it back out.
So we got a few corrections here. I'd say a little course corrections on the Pine Creek side of the business. What I'm noticing is a little more positionally sound.
Yeah.
They know that they're not going to outskill the Raiders, so they definitely want to focus on their position. They got their wingers staying a little high, cutting off some of those lanes.
Yeah.
Good job by Pine Creek coming into this second period. A little more responsible in their positions, playing a little stronger. And with that, we're about 4 minutes in with an even score through the second period.
So face-off, Regis wins. McBeckville assisted by Williams and Crow. Puck's lost out of the zone, but Crow dumps it back in. No good reset. Pine Creek takes over. Nice little pass over the center, but Manville's there to take it away and tries to get it out, but it gets cycled back in. Quick shot from the blue line.
What a save.
And Elijah gloved it. Slips, tries to slide left and gets that glove out and saves an easy shot. A ton of net over his glove hand, but does it.
Not an easy shot, an incredibly difficult shot with a deflection.
Yeah, 17 to Manville, but gets gloved out.
And by far, those are the most difficult shots to stop. I don't care how hard the shot is. I don't care how fast it is. I don't care how accurate it is. When it's deflected, as you're moving from post to post in one direction, those are incredibly, incredibly difficult shots to stop. So great shot by Mr. Hernandez. Elijah, great job down there, buddy.
He had just enough glove to prevent it, but he was hard right. Yeah, he gets it from his dad, whoever that is.
Yeah. Listen, I've never seen you play hockey, but my gut tells me.
You don't want to.
Yeah, here's what my gut tells me. My gut tells me I'm never going to see you play hockey.
No. I said this before. He got me on the ice for the first time 2 years ago, and it was not pretty. He was skating circles around me. I have a big respect for these players. So Sculler punches it through near board, razzle-dazzles it out, but can't get it cleared. Over the hand of Armitage, comes out. Elijah comes out to settle the puck. Dumps it behind the net for Luke. Luke then tries to skate it out, but loses possession from the number 19. Pine Creek trying to set some up, but doesn't have nothing. And Sculler takes it away, cross mid-ice into the zone. Has Armitage there to assist. Takes a hard one against the wall. Pete picks it up and says, I got you. Stay there, stay with it, Sculler. Osgood, near board, left to right, looking for somebody. Gets it through the feet. Nothing there to be found. Armitage kicks it in to Pete. Pete then takes a quick shot over to Osgood. Osgood can't get a handle, and the puck comes out over to Teddy. Pine Creek skates it out over mid-ice. Back to Pete Armitage as it takes a crazy bounce, and Regis is back on the offensive zone here. Pete in Schick trying to take possession. Pete comes out looking for Carter, but then takes a high shot over the net.
And there's going to be a penalty called against Pine Creek here, I think. One of the officials skating over to the box. We'll see if it opens up. And it does indeed. So Raiders going to go back to the power play. Some good puck possession there by the Raiders. Picking up a little steam here. We'll see how they do on their this is power play number 2 or power play number 3?
I believe it's 3.
So going into this period, shots on goal through the second period are even 3-3.
3-3. They're making some good changes. Trent from the blue line takes a shot, goes high off the glass, bounces over to the far board. Filler there for Schick. Schick back to Filler. Filler strikes it around, tries to get a good stop, but it bounces off Schick, and Schick's looking for the puck as it's underneath. Big Brother Williams back down to Trent. Trent picks up center pit point, skates up, takes a shot and glove by Miller.
Schaefer with the yes, that's the laser beam little snipe from the point. Very casual looking stop by Pine Creek's goaltender, made it look easy.
I think he had his eye on him as he watched him skate up.
Well, with no traffic in front, that's usually the case for these talented goaltenders.
Miller's done a great job regardless of the 4-0.
Yeah.
Manville with the puck as McBeckville wins another face-off. Up at the top is Colin as he cycles it back to Manville. Manville slips but doesn't lose the puck. Back to Colin. Colin gives it back to Colin. Colin back over deep, far bird corner as Manville picks it up. Manville left to right, keeps the puck. Loses the puck as the skater goes down. No call there. Puck hits the board weird and bounces out. Colin back racing down with Pine Creek has little help over the middle but does not keep possession. Regis easily settles the puck, resets. Luke
45 seconds left on the power play.
Manville to Armitage. Armitage is in, left to right. Tries to look for a shot, can't get it off.
That's Damrath.
Damrath.
Yep.
Excuse me, sorry, number 9, Damrath. Puck takes a bounce off the side of the net, and now Manville has it. Manville to back to Colin. Colin takes a nice shot, but pad save by Miller. Damrath picks it up near board, skates it around the cage and gives it to Manville. Manville looking for Luke. Doesn't have a clean shot, but he takes it to Beck. Beck takes a high shot over the net. Good look.
How do you like Luke Miller, our right D there, that is stationed up out front of the net, creating some noise and a distraction for the goaltender? Listen, I love it. I'm a big believer. 1 point man, that inverted umbrella, get a big body out in front of the net. And that was Luke Miller on that one. I like that positioning.
Yes. I think that's the one thing we do need to work on. And that's the one thing I hate and love. And the reason I love it is to be scored. The reason I hate it is because it's using in front of Elijah, my son. So
yeah,
I understand how it works.
I get it.
So puck gets rotated and cycled all the way out. No icing as we get Carter and Teddy there to kind of take possession and get it back out. Into our
good job by Teddy defending his position there.
Sculler gets rubbed and loses the puck back over to Pine Creek as they try to make something happen. Takes a shot, but easy glove save from Elijah as he takes a shot from the top of the circle.
Pine Creek, without reservation, they are a little more aggressive. They're trying to win the puck battles, and again, being the first on the puck, and especially in the defensive zone. While this talented Raiders team is going to have a lot of offensive time and a lot of offensive position, they're keeping their wingers high. They're putting the pressure on our puck carriers. They're turning it over, and they've created some good scoring chances for themselves.
The one I'm really seeing kind of leading this for Pine Creek is number 8, Keenan Pendros. He's been everywhere. So a quick shot on Elijah, but easy leg pad save as it goes near boards. Carter there to kind of scrum it out, and he does. Teddy Armitage skates it out, looking ahead, dumps it over to Barnes. Barnes backhands it to Phila. Phila over the middle, but loses the puck to number 36, Dylan Santos. Barnesy then left to right behind the cage as he looks for Armitage. Passes over to blue line. Armitage takes a nice shot. Barnesy trying to get a stick for a little bounce off the stick and can't get it up there, straight into the goal.
Well, that's where we want the net presence, right? So any shot from the point like that.
That was a clean open pass. So
yep, a good pass. Good indirect pass off the boards. But any shot from the point where the goaltender's got a good view of it, it's tough to sneak those ones by anytime.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it looks like we got Schaefer Damrath as they win the puck battle. Quick shot from Kroll from the blue line, dead on chest of Miller.
8:43 to go in the second period, middle frame. Raiders continue to hold a 4-0 lead over Pine Creek Eagles.
Williams gets the puck as they win the face-off, takes a quick look and then sends it behind the cage. Schick cycles it around, quick shot as he takes advantage of Damrath sitting there.
I'm going to look back at our little helper here. Mr. Brian Miller. Shots are piling up for Raiders there, right?
It seems to be that way.
Taking the lead. They're back up to 8-5 in this period.
Good changes, though, by Pine Creek. We're seeing them a little more presence with them on the ice. Pine Creek tries to get it out, but Trent's there to keep it in. Sends it over to Schick. Schick to Williams. Williams near board takes a shot. Damrath steps up to try to cause some confusion, but it just goes wide off his stick. Trent there takes control of the puck, skates it over the middle, looking for a backhand, loses the puck, and then number 19 Schick tries to take a shot, and it goes off the glove side of the stick side of the goalie Miller. No icing as it comes out. Big brother Williams sends it all the way around near board to Damrath. Damrath goes over the blue line with Schick for help. Schick can't get a possession of that puck, and it goes hard to the far boards.
The icings are forgiving. I mean, if the puck is shot, you attempt to play it, but you can't. That is clearly got to be an icing every time. But the refs have been pretty forgiving on the icings, and that is what it is. And I think we just got called on an offside there.
Yeah.
Nope, it looks like we got a penalty called.
Yeah, he's waving somebody over.
Let's see what the call is from the ref. It's going to be
Tristan Sanders, number 3, is going in the box.
And I usually look for that overt call, that gesture from the ref to say, here's what the penalty was. That was about as delicate as it possibly could have been there. From my vantage point, I'm going to call that a roughing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it was probably a roughing. I can only see the backside of the ref.
That was a roughing hold hook slash.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to call that. You pick. So it looks like we have Filla, Schick, Schaefer, Barnes, and Big Brother Williams out. They win the puck battle on the face-off. Back to the blue line to Williams. Williams cycles it back to Schick. Schick, quick shot, and it goes off.
That one hurt.
That's Barnes.
Yeah.
Barnes took a second to get up, but he throws a little love tap.
You love the guts and the determination of hockey players. And I'm not just talking about the Raiders, all hockey players. So Barnes is out front of the net. He takes one in the gut.
Oh, my God.
He takes one in the gut, and down he goes. He's probably thinking to himself, really? Really? Puck goes back to the same point. What does he do? He tries to screen it again. And that is the guts and the determination of a hockey player. I absolutely love it. You need a shift? No, I'm okay. I'm good.
So Pine Creek wins the face-off. Puck comes out, gets passed through Trent's hand as he tries to place it down and keep it in. Big Brother Williams is back to support, brings it back out, goes Barnes to Trent. Trent skates it up hard, dumps it over the middle, but goes off the net, and the goalie's there to pick it up. That was a quick whistle.
Yeah, it was a quick whistle. I don't think the puck was ever covered, but we'll take the offensive zone face-off with 1:17 to go in the power play. And 7:01 to go in the second period, a 4-0 lead for the Raiders. Who do we have out there?
It looks like we have McBeckville
with Damrath and Miller.
Damrath and Miller to support. They have Colin on point. Puck wins, gets through his stick.
With 1:10 to go in the penalty, see if we can get Miller set up out front again. Big body, create some noise. Move that puck around.
It was working, and I like it. That's exactly what you see. Here he comes.
That's what we set up here.
Miller's like, let me give it back to you so I get up front. Mr. Beck comes out across the blue line, loses the puck, flips the goalie. Goalie dishes it around. Back to Beck. Beck to McCulloch. McCulloch back to Beck, far boards. Beck to Manville. Manville back to McCulloch. McCulloch at the blue line, cycles it near boards to Manville. Manville across the top. Shot, but goes off the backside of the net. I think Miller got a hold of that. Over the middle, Miller takes a shot, number 20. Damrath scoops it up, pushes it across to Manville. Manville looking back to the blue line to McCulloch. McCulloch far boards to Manville. Manville takes a quick shot. I think he got a piece of the pole. I heard a ring, and it comes all the way out to McCulloch. McCulloch settles the puck, left to right, comes out. Over mid-ice, dumps it over to Carter. Carter takes over, brings it into the zone, takes a shot. Glove save, Miller.
I just love that coaching. I love the fact from Coach Ott, from Coach Woodley, the decision is to take a 6-foot body from the D side, and you don't have to, listen, you don't have to have the superstar skills. The one thing you're never going to take away from a defenseman is their size. If you're 6 foot, you're going to be 6 foot every time you get on the ice.
You're taking up space.
No matter what. So get out there, clog up the front of the net, and I love seeing them take a D and say, go plant your butt in front of that goaltender and make some noise.
I agree. And it worked. It was working.
Yeah.
So we have our Mighty Mites. We have OG Skullerud and Pete Armitage, supported by Teddy Armitage and Carter. Puck comes out, cycles around. We got a nice.
And again, I'll share with you, that's taking nothing away from that kid's skill level.
No.
Yeah, that's you're just never going to take anything away from his size. He's 6 foot. He's 6 foot.
Yeah.
Well, look at Brian here. Is that what he is? He about 6 foot? 6'1".
Correction.
That took an inch away there.
Yeah. He's a big body. You want him up front.
Yeah, love it.
He's going to create stuff by just standing in front of the goalie. So Pine Creek takes the puck, but then it's taken right back by Pete Armitage to Carter at the blue line, and we take a shot from OG. Sculler's there looking for the deflection, can't get it at the blue line. Armitage kicks it back in, puck back around. Sculleroo takes it, loses the puck possession, and Pine Creek dumps it back out as Armitage loses a foot, comes out number 8. And Carter's there to
Nice
get in
job,
front
Matthew.
and say,
Nice
no,
job.
no
Yep.
clean shot. And I'm sure Elijah enjoys that. OG at the blue line, pass over the middle to P. Armitage, but the puck gets away. Back to OG. We're off. We should be off.
No, that's
Nope.
onside. The puck didn't come all the way out.
Okay. OG there to keep it in.
I didn't know that. I
Armitage.
didn't know that for sure, but I said it with confidence, which made it sound like I knew what I was talking about there.
You have a better angle than I do right now, so thank you. OG far board corner looking for the pass. Pine Creek's
What a
laying off.
pass.
Big brother Williams takes the shot, goes off the stick of Miller.
4:20 to go in the period.
So Schick back to support to try to take control. Near board, Armitage takes it, dumps it back in, but Pine Creek's there to push it out. Cross mid-ice. Big brother Williams says thank you, takes it back and pushes it back in as Schaefer's there to razzle-dazzle around. Open net, one-on-one. Support by Pine Creek, though they get a couple bodies out and he cycles it around. Looking for an opportunity, takes a shot, no looker. Trent there to clean it up. Near board. Wants to get a little bit of a play over the middle and
Gorgeous.
shift.
That's
Schaefer to Schick. Right over
Schaefer to
the middle.
Schick. That is Schaefer to Schick, and what a gorgeous pass that was.
Go-
Cut to the middle. Got a good look. You would have thought he might have tried to snipe that in. Pulled it back to his backhand and slid the pass to a perfect little one-timer. In it goes. It's going to be a 5-0 lead for the Raiders with 3:45 to go in the second period.
So as you guys know, 19 from 16. Schick with the goal.
Nice job, Mr. Schaefer. That's
Yeah,
a lot
great.
of hard work paid off. Good shot. Oh, that net is off. The
The
net is
net
off.
is off, no goal.
A little assistance from the referee there. That is okay. I mean, it is what it is. It snuck one in. Unfortunately, the net was off the pegs there. You'll see here on the replay probably.
It's off.
Yeah, it's off. Elijah had pushed it off, and that might have been the decision. But
Oh, good.
good for Pine Creek coming back and hustling. Make some nice passes. Rebound from their deficit back to a 4-goal deficit. 3:21 to go in the second period, and it's a 5-1 lead for the Raiders.
And that shot from Pine Creek was number 12, Zachary Rogers.
They're on the scoreboard.
Putting him up. Barnes is behind the net, takes control, blows a tire, gets it back over the middle. Filler there to assist, but can't get a hold of it. Barnes, he takes a quick shot over the top, supported by Nolan. Nolan gives it away to Barnes. Barnes left to right with the puck behind the cage. Filler over the top to support. Nolan Williams in the crease looking for something. Blue line to Miller. Miller takes a shot, and it comes off the foot of Nolan Williams. Filler cycles it around the back of the cage. Down goes a player from Pine Creek as he takes Filler's stick.
Yeah, we got all sorts of DNA evidence sitting there behind the net.
Yeah.
Little collision. Filler's a big boy. The body went down. Filler's stick went down. Recovered their equipment and back into action they go. We got the McBeckville line coming back out with 2:30 to go in the second period.
D is Kroll and Armitage to support. Pine Creek has made some pretty good changes just to try to stay alive.
Yeah, their second period's been much
Better
stronger.
than
They're
the
more
first, yeah.
aggressive on the puck. Again, the message to the team, probably win some puck battles.
Middle.
Yeah.
Beck had a good shot over to Kroll. He had a lot of net in front. Manville shot over the in.
Nice,
A lot of traffic.
Nice job, Manville.
He's seen the traffic and said, I can't let off this one.
Well, he knows that he's cutting across the center of the ice there, and he knows the goalie's got to do likewise. So he finds an open lane. He knows he got some shooting room, so he goes back to the left-hand side. Top shelf where Grandma keeps the peanut butter. And that is a good call out by Brian behind us. That's a hattie.
Give me your hat.
That's a hattie. The only one wearing a hat today is you.
Am I?
So dare I suggest you sacrifice that hat on your head and you throw it out there ish.
It'd probably get us in trouble, right? No?
Maybe.
If only we were in Canada, I think that would fly.
Well, I think you could do it without penalty.
So that last one is Manville from Beck. Weird.
Yeah.
So weird. I didn't expect that at all.
Well, that once or twice this year.
All right, Regis wins the face-off. Osgood brings it nearboard, passes it up to Mr. Armitage. Peter loses the puck, goes far board. We have Skeller there to assist with Teddy Armitage. Puck comes out to Kroll. Kroll to Osgood. OG races up, takes a hit off the board, but stays with the puck. Peter Armitage helps him out, dumps it back to Osgood. OG over the middle to Skeller. Skeletor had a little bit of a problem in front of him. Stays on his feet. Puck over the middle. OG trying to make something of it. Pine Creek picks it up, but easily loses to Skellerud. Skellerud in the scrum with OG. OG goes down. Pine Creek skates it right to left and back to the far board. Really no puck possession just yet as we bounce around, and it gets over to the goalie as the goalie kicks it near boards.
Yeah, good puck battles down there.
Yeah. Take a shot. Oh, good opportunity for Skellerud, and he just doesn't get the shot off, but when you have a body up against you, I get it.
I do not understand how that's not an icing. I just don't see that very often, where you got a puck chipped out from the D zone. And not that we need the face-off in the offensive zone. I just don't understand how they're waving those off.
4-on-2 for Regis. Damrath wants a piece, takes a shot, goes high over the post. Far board. Schick's there to clean it up, take possession. Skates it along the board, but is met by two Pine Creekers. Puck comes loose, out to the blue line, gets through the feet of Carter. Puck out to Teddy Armitage. Armitage brings it back in, tries to get it to Trent, but it gets through his feet. And Dameron's there to pick it up, skates around the cage, backhands it, and it gets through the crease.
On that last chip, a little Bronx cheer from the coaches, a signal from the coaches on the RJ side. They called it themselves. That's no ice. That's no ice, and it was clearly no ice. But they're sending a message to the officials. You got to call it as you see it, right? So that is the end of the second frame. We should have done a better job highlighting or calling out where we were as far as time left on the clock. It is 0 now, so we are down to 0 seconds left on the clock.
It's 0.
At the end of 2 periods, it is 6-1 in favor of the Raiders, and the shots on goal through the in the second period were 20 in favor of the Raiders, and they really poured it on, I'd say, in the last probably 5-10 minutes, and 7. Now, hats off to Pine Creek coming back with a little more aggressive play, playing their positions a little better, a stronger forecheck, and they sunk one of those 7 goals for to get on the scoreboard. So it is a 6-1 lead for the Raiders. We're going to break for an ice clean here, you're said.
Yeah.
But 6-1 score for the Raiders. We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
See you guys in.
Yep. All right, we got a clean sheet of ice. We got the officials coming back out and players soon to follow. My play-by-play guy has moved over to socialize with the fans. I think he's actually chatting with Gogo, who is the Mr. Avery Osgood. He's our featured player of the game. He's over chatting with Grandma. He'll be with us in a minute here. So what I do want to share with you guys a little bit about the playoff format that you're going to see coming officially starting tomorrow. There are a total of 21 teams between the McCarr and the McKinnon division, or should I say conferences. And between those 21 teams, all of them will make the playoffs. So all will be in a position to contend. That being said, there is one option, which is whereby a team may opt out of the playoffs. And right now, from what I understand, there's one team that has opted out of the playoffs. So that makes 20 teams between the McCarr and the McKinnon division that will be in the playoffs. And those playoffs are going to start on Monday. As far as how it's set up, the bottom 8 teams are actually going to contend in what they would call a play-in. And those bottom 8 teams will turn into 4 teams, and they will join the remaining 12 teams at the top of the standings to make what we'll call a Sweet 16. And that Sweet 16 will start on Wednesday of this week. Will be covered by Shaw. And it'll be 1 versus 16, 2 versus 15, so on and so forth. That'll be games on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all the way down to what will be the semifinal on Saturday, and with a championship next Monday. As far as how they rank, well, that's to be determined. That's really entirely on the results of all the games today, and that'll come out on tomorrow. I'm sure they'll get them all logged, and we'll know what that playoff format looks like. What I can tell you is that RJ Red and RJ White will both be in those top 12.
Yes.
And they will definitely be in the playoffs. So we look forward to that. It's going to be very, very exciting, Ishmael.
It's always nice when you know you got a ticket to the show. Not the show, but you get to play a little more, right?
We got a ticket to the show. Thank you to Coach Terriot, who gave me the kind of the rundown on how the playoffs are going to work today. Appreciate that. Stronger period by Pine Creek in that second frame.
Great adjustment.
We got 17 minutes to go. Probably going to be a run clock with a 5-goal lead. I think it's a 5-goal differential that drives that run clock. We'll know when we see that first whistle. But a 6-1 lead for the Raiders with 16:24 to go in the final frame of the game.
And it looks like what has become my favorite line is out there right now. Scully, OG, Pete Armitage, assisted by our defensive Luke Miller and Teddy Armitage. I would like to get a point off of this line. That'd be great.
I want OG to score. He's our feature player of the game. OG's going to score this period.
That makes us look like we know what we're talking about, right?
I love it.
Regis takes over. Peter over the center of the ice. This is by Phila. Takes a quick shot. No rebound there as Miller blankets that shot.
So Brian, remind me again, what were the total shots on goal after 2 periods? So we had 20-7 in the second frame, 19-0, so 49-7. Yeah. Thank you. 39-7.
A little lopsided.
39-7 after 2 periods. A much better performance by Pine Creek in the second period.
I'm curious on puck possession, like time. I'm sure that fits the shots as well.
Well, I told you, organization is my superpower, but it does not go that far-ish.
No.
We can't give you a puck possession time. I'd say it weighs in favor of RJ. And we have a stop clock, so we're at 15:20. So I'm going to assume that it's a 6-goal lead that is going to drive that run clock.
I think you should have, I'm surprised you don't have us with stopwatches out here to get that time down.
Brian, I asked him, but he said, listen, this is a volunteer gig, man.
Asking a lot of Brian.
He's like, I'm giving you the shots, I'm giving you the penalties. I've got all this data for you. I'm not holding a stopwatch.
And you know he's doing a great job.
He does, yes.
Great job.
Oftentimes steps in as our color guy, as I do from time to time.
What a good core group of guys that we've kind of come up with and grown to, you know, to take over on this and be good at it.
We got second careers happening. I mean, Tom Hollick should be doing this as a profession.
Yeah. Oh,
and
for sure.
You got Will Damrath, who's over in Aspen with his Pee Wee team right now, and they're dominating that tournament.
That's awesome.
He does play-by-play for us. John Griffin stepped in yesterday.
He did. He came out of retirement and worked with me.
You got Ishmael Hernandez,
trying hard.
Play-by-player extraordinaire. We got Brian Miller behind us that jumps in and does color, and then I mess things up once in a while doing color myself.
No, I'm telling you, after looking at this clipboard, there's nothing you can do wrong because I have numbers coming out of my ears. Great numbers too.
I enjoy it, buddy, and I appreciate that. All right, let's let you do what you do and do a little play-by-play here, Ish.
Here we go. So Regis is in near boards. Battle. Schaaf kicking it over the middle, and he gets tapped in, but goalie Miller denies it. Armitage takes a hard shot over just outside the blue line, gets deflected. Schaefer picks it up, gets a good reset, takes control, skates around the cage, but says, no, I'm going to go right. Dumps it in over to none other than Luke, but Luke lets it go, gives it to Schick. Schick takes it in left. Tries to get a backhand as it tumbles and loose puck, and we have a pretty good goal.
So Miller in net for Pine Creek. That is speculating that we probably have 3 or 4 more shots on net already this period. So he's up over 40 for the game.
He's taking a lot of shots.
And when you get up around that 40 mark, going into the third period, they're not usually low quality shots on net. They're usually high quality. And for 6 to be in, and the performance this kid has put out on, very, very impressive goaltending performance by Miller. He's keeping it. It's a 5-goal differential right now, but he's keeping it at that. Hats off to Miller. Great job. There's another shot on net.
Nice. So off the face-off, Scullerwood wins it, and it kicks out over to OG. OG takes a quick backhand, and it slides right into the pads of Miller. So Skill in the face-off wins it. Pete takes over, jumps over, but Miller kicks it out from the goalie. Our Miller, number 20, the near board, tries to keep it in, but doesn't, loses it. Perot's there to pick it up, skates around the cage. Razzle-dazzle, loses a little bit of the puck control, but then gives it to Osgood. Osgood bounces back off the boards and kicks it in. Pine Creek sets it up at middle ice and then kicks it far boards. Only met by Corral. Corral sends it near boards over to Armitage. Armitage loses it. Scullerud loses it. And Miller cleans it up and sends it in. Pine Creek meets it up and sends it back out over mid-ice. Corral to Armitage. Armitage loses puck control, followed up by Osgood. OG takes a shot off the stick of Miller. Pine Creek brings it back out, punches it over middle ice, and Elijah's there to stop it and loses a little bit of control, but it's cleaned up by Regis. Manville back out to Colin. Colin skates it left to right, comes behind the cage. Beck there to assist. Colin dumps it up to Manville. Manville's not there, but quickly comes into the picture and over the middle. Kicks it around the net, and the goalie doesn't even see it right in front of him.
So with modern technology here, I was able to get a message. I think it was from Kim Filler, who said, hey, listen, you started the game. Audio was great. A few minutes later, it kind of dropped off. So I think we got it fixed. But Mrs. Filler, if we're not loud and clear here, make sure you send me another message. We'll get it adjusted.
So Ponzo takes over on the puck for Pine Creek. Loses the puck. Pine Creek dumps it back in. Big brother Williams takes it far boards, look for the pass, dumps it over the blue line mid-ice to Manville. Manville picks it up, assisted by Colin. Colin right. Pine Creek there to poke it out and gets loose. Pine Creek kicks it out, and Miller's there to clean it up. Loses the puck, covers the board, takes control. Teddy Armitage there to assist. Doesn't really have control of the puck, but is able to kick it out to Beck.
They need to change that saying. It's not Steady Eddie. It should be Steady Teddy.
Steady Teddy.
That's how I'm going to call it from this point forward. I love that kid, man.
Steady
he is just Steady Armitage. Maybe that's his nickname. I think the nicknames come from the broadcasters, right?
Good job on Luke.
But
we got a loose puck over the blue line, 19 for Pine Creek.
Yeah.
Blake steps up, takes a clean shot, but Luke Miller jumps in and deflects it.
That is my favorite part about Teddy Armitage's game, is that he is just steady. He's in the right place at the right time every time, no questions asked.
Great defender.
Listen, Armitage, if you don't like it, deal with it, buddy. Your name is now Steady, not Teddy.
Quick shot from number 28. Mitchell takes up top of the circle, and Elijah's there to knock it down. Regis kicks it out. Barnesy over on the top corner, assisted by Phila. Kicks it out, takes control. Phila there to support.
Barnes had a good game, hasn't he?
He has. Pine Creek kicks it out and shoots it into their bench.
So face-off's going to be in the offensive zone, 11:22 with a stop clock. 6-1 lead for the RJ Red Raiders. You're in the final frame of this contest. Steady Teddy.
We have little brother Williams, Phila, big brother Williams, Kroll. Out there right now. Phila takes the puck near boards, cycles it back. Barnesy there to assist, but loses possession. Back to Phila. Barnesy battling out, pushes it out over to Nolan. Nolan takes a quick shot, loose. Phila there kicks it out, accidentally trying to get a shot off. Takes a hard hit on the boards. Puck bounces out. And Kroll skates it across the middle as it comes loose over to Nolan. Nolan gets it around, loses control. Pine Creek there picks it up, skates it along near boards across mid-ice. Looking for the pass, dumps it into the corner, far board. Nobody there to pick it up. Big brother Williams says, I got you guys. Let me bring this out. Let's settle down as he skates it out over mid-ice into the zone, looking. We have Scully over the middle, OG over the top, assisted by Correll. Cycles it back down. Quick shot from Pete, but goes nowhere. Scully takes it, tries to cycle around the back of the net, and does. Loses possession, but Pete's there to support. Pete Armitage pushes it around top far board. Back to the blue line, Correll. Correll takes a shot, but it goes off of Pine Creek and into the back behind the cage, where Scully picks it up. Circles around, loses the puck, and then back into the far corner. Scully to OG.
There it is, OG.
Oh.
Baby, get your stick on that puck, buddy.
OG took a hit from 29. 29 skates it out, takes a shot far left as it cycles out far board. Correll's there to clean it up, tries to kick it out, but 19 picks it up. Quick shot, save.
Nice reaction.
Yeah, Big Brother Williams kicks it out, but I think we're going to get an icing here.
That line has played well, right?
They have.
OG, Scholar.
Something's brewing. We need to get a goal. That would be amazing.
Got a message from Mike Shaw telling me that he was playing with the volume at the beginning of the game, making sure that we were loud and clear, good to go. Just a call out to Mike, to the Shaw family, to the Shaw Broadcast Organization. Thank you guys for all you do.
Absolutely.
Bringing these broadcasts to our friends and family near and far, oftentimes internationally.
Yes, Australia.
As far as Australia, we've had Japan, we've got Canada, we've got like I said, all sorts of international viewers.
So here we go. Trent, blue line, razzle-dazzle, takes a near board to Schick. Schick dumps it back the middle, but gets tossed up by Pine Creek. Pine Creek pulls it out. Schick's there to pick it back up and take control as he's looking deep over the ice, but keeps it, skates it out over mid-ice, into the zone, left to right, backhand, over the cage, and into the net as they're trying to kick it out. Damrath kicks it to Trent. Trent skates it near boards and tries to circle back as he's met by number 7, Parker, for Pine Creek.
I think
he loses the stick and then kicks it. And
I think we're going to see we're going to see Schick heading to the box probably for a slash. And that slash was stick to stick, so no harm, no foul there. Certainly no injury, but oh no, it was Damrath. Not the wrong player there. Right call, wrong player, but we're going to go to the PK. 8:32 to go in the third period. 2 minutes down, one man.
It's good to see Luke Miller talking to Elijah there, discussing what they need to do or what needs to be done. I like that. And the defense starts talking to the goalie.
Yep, I'm sure the message from Elijah to Miller was just get it out of my zone.
Yeah. Keep clear. Give me a good look on these shots.
Or just get it out of my zone.
Yeah. Keep it away from me. Pine Creek gets it over, but Regis quickly takes it away.
You're right, though.
Arnsey.
You're right, though, Ish. I mean, the bottom line is a message to say, here's how I'm lining up. Here's my intentions. Here's what your expectations should be. Good communication. Communication a big part of every level of sports.
I really enjoy seeing the defense and the goalies talk, though, because that says a lot. So we have it on the near board dot. We have Phila on the face-off as he wins it and dumps it near board towards Pine Creek's goal. Pine Creek takes over mid-ice, backhands it into the near board corner as Luke Miller's there to quickly take it away.
Good stick up there more.
Supported by Big Brother Williams, but Pine Creek comes away with it but loses it immediately, and Regis dumps it.
Ish, I used to play D when I was a kid, even adult hockey. Oh, we got a break.
A breakaway.
And goalies and I used to talk a lot as well, but they were usually after the goals.
Right, right. Filler takes it at the blue line. Filler look over top. Oh, high backhand over the top bar as Miller goes down thinking it's going to be low. Pine Creek comes out with it. Out of the zone over mid-ice. Pass over near board to number 28, Mitchell. Mitchell loses the puck to Teddy Armitage. Steady Teddy brings it in near boards. Dumps it in for a nice kill. OG there putting some pressure. Scullerud to support, far boards. Pine Creek races it in. Carroll puts a stick in. And number 3 tries to do a hook around. There's nothing there.
Good job, OG.
OG dumps it out. Great backhand to clear the puck and kind of settle things down.
You got a shot on net there from, that's a 200-foot shot on net.
Yes.
You don't see those often?
No.
And certainly not designed that way.
I'll take it.
That baby rolled from the left boards all the way back into the goaltender.
He knew what he was doing.
I'm confident that if he had scored on that one, he wouldn't have counted it.
Skellerud steps up. OG! Score! OG! 81, player of the game. I wish I had some. OG! Good job. That's good. From Skellerud on a breakaway. Down a player, and Scullerud and OG just pounded it away.
Listen,
not letting up. Look at this.
Ish, let me tell you. Not only is this the Osgood sponsorship today, and thank you for them for doing that. This is Avery's featured player of the game, and that, my friend, is Avery Osgood's first goal in his regular season, his high school career. That's goal number 1 as a freshman. Many, many, many more to come. Couldn't be happier for OG.
Loose. I'm seeing a bit of a rough. So as we saw, 81 from 85 on that shot. Trick with a quick backhand loose, but is kicked out by Pine Creek near board. Carter there to clean it up, assisted by Schick. Schick battles out, scrums, gets the puck loose, out and away against the blue line as he brings it center. Pine Creek there kicks it over and out. Carter there to try to pick it up, number 11. Comes in the zone, and Miller checking away as he cleans it up behind the cage. Pine Creek takes it mid-ice, but loses it to Schick. Schick punches it out as it goes towards the bench of Pine Creek. The puck is loose and everywhere.
Well, good patience by Pine Creek on the line change there. That could have easily been too many men on the ice, and they played that smart.
Absolutely. Near board, we have Trent kicking it out and loose. Pine Creek takes control. Near boards, brings it out, bounces it off the near boards into the zone. Burrell there to pick it up, looking left to right, passes it over to Pete Armitage, far board. Loses the puck to Pine Creek. Number 28 cleans it up, tries to get a shot off, but loses it. Then takes a second easy shot where Elijah slides.
Mr. Elijah Hernandez, 5-0, heading towards his 6th victory in regular season. He's got 88 shots on net going into the game, probably another 10 or so in that ballpark throughout the game. A 1.74 goals against average, which is fantastic.
Yes.
Save percentage of 900, which will get a little bit stronger today, and that's right where you want to be as a goaltender. That's the benchmark. Get that 900 save percentage and take it on from there.
He has had an amazing season, and he gives a lot of credit to his cohort, Gage, the bus.
Oh, the bus is spectacular, right?
And he talks about the relationship and what he's learned from there. I really didn't know his numbers until a recent article was put out on Gage and Elijah about the stingiest goalies in the league right now. So hats off to them two, working together and becoming better for each other. So
it's great to have that mentor and that leadership with a senior player and Gage Bussey, and what an incredible goaltender he is in himself. Kid's got 198 shots against and 1.56 goals against average. Mr. Williams dingles and dangles in the net, so good hands. But a 944 save percentage for Mr. Bussey. So certainly someone to look up to, and what a goaltending duo. Listen, Elijah's going to head into to next year as what? Is he? He's going into his senior year.
Yeah, he's a junior this year.
He's going to take the reins after being under tutored by Bussey this year. How fortunate are we to have such strong goaltending in our program?
Well, we do. It's a good history. Elijah kind of had that slow, unnoticed career as he came in, and I think over the few years people have noticed and know his name now. I mean, you actually knew him before we even knew you. Yeah. Playing for Littleton.
I beat me once or twice when I was coaching.
You're like, I know this kid. I know this kid. So that's all. Hard work and hustle is gonna bring you to the top and get you noticed. So I think he's done that.
OG back on the puck.
Yeah, he is. Battling near board, Scolaroo over the top, assisted by Carter. And Mr. Collin back to Carter, blue line, takes a shot over the middle. Loose puck. OG almost had a second goal right there sitting there. I think the puck just had a crazy bounce and got over his stick.
Well, Mahalik with an incredible feed, and that is a selfless play. He really had a good angle, a good shot, and he could have taken that.
Wide left on the backhand as Pine Creek goes sliding near board, and it's number 8. Carter takes the shot off the back of himself. Regis trying to regroup and saying, hey, you know what? We're winning this thing. Let's keep it this way.
2 minutes to go in the third period.
Pine Creek's picking it up and trying to put some pressure on Regis as they do. Number 36, Mr. Dillon skates across mid-ice as he meets against Regis. Regis then pounces around, loses control. Miller there to pick it up far board in the corner, assisted by Pete Armitage.
Good job by Miller to pull off on that hit. I think he's going to get it anyway. So it was some contact on the numbers. You see those numbers, and listen, Miller just patted him on the back and said, "Hey, listen, I was in a tough spot there." So I think he's going to go 2 for a hit from behind. He really did pull up on that hit. It could have been a lot worse. That penalty could have been more severe if he had followed through on it. But he's 2 minutes from roughing. We'll leave it at that.
Classy player.
Good sportsmanship between both players. Raiders are going to be finishing the game shorthanded. The clock has stopped for whatever reason, so not run clock, but stop clock now.
There we go. We're back on.
We're running again. 55 seconds to go in the third frame.
Miller comes out to try to cycle that puck around the back and loses it. As Nolan steps up, puts a little pressure. Puck gets back over to Regis' zone. Behind the cage, Carter picks it up, sends it far board as Pine Creek kicks it back in and try to set something up. Pine Creek near boards, number 3, skates around. Carter puts some pressure. Big brother sitting over the top side of Elijah trying to separate the puck from him. Quick shot, off the skate of number 3. Carter gets in the way. Peter Armitage kicks it out, and it's out. So Pine Creek has to get a reset, get the players back over.
10 seconds to go in the period.
And OG comes back out to try to get another one. Yeah, Skelleroo takes it around, and we're going to end this one 7-1 Regis.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Well, here's my thoughts. Hats off to Pine Creek Eagles, who after a deflating first period were down 4-0. Balance of the game, it ends up 7-1, so they were down 3-1 for the balance of the game. We ended up 53 shots to 10. So Pine Creek delivered those 10 shots, but 53 shots. Miller, what an incredible goaltending performance to let 7.
Yeah.
And like I said, 53 shots does not mean 53 shots. Those are high scoring percentages.
Sure.
So great job by Pine Creek's goaltender Miller. And then a big thank you again to the Osgood family.
Absolutely.
Ochi.
Scored.
Ochi got one, baby.
He did.
I love it. I love it. So
I'm excited.
a big shout out to him and the family that we called out, the grandparents who for watching and tuning in throughout the year.
Yeah, and they're here today, so we got opportunity to talk to them. It's good to see you put a face with some names.
You were late to the third period here because you were socializing with grandparents.
With Go-Go, I had to.
So that will solidify our first place standing from an RJ Red standpoint. As I indicated, playoffs are going to start for them. The official playoffs start Monday and Tuesday of this week, and that's the play-in games.
Yes.
On Wednesday, we'll see where we place, but I think for an RJ Red standpoint, it's going to be a fairly high ranking, and deservedly so. And we'll take a big run in the playoffs here. So we'll see everybody Wednesday or Thursday, and hopefully continuing through the weekend all the way through Monday of next week. Ish, as usual.
Alan.
Yeah, incredible broadcast.
Thank you.
Play-by-play. Thanks for doing this with us.
Absolutely.
Great job.
Appreciate
We'll see you back in a few days, right?
Yep. Let's go Raiders.
Go Raiders.
You're welcome. Did it get better? Gotcha.